What's up, everybody? As we are live with AMX's 461 Clifton Racing 358's modifieds at Crandon 4 race series. Should be a good one here today. Be interesting. There are heat races in this, and they will run a feature. So these guys are going to get lined up for heat race number one. Let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid for tonight's first heat race. We got Nathan starting first. Lance on Flip Patrol starting second. Jared Powers starting third. Taylor, starting fourth. And Nick Nowak starting fifth. Guys, I don't know if you guys seen it when I broadcast the other one. This is a must-see. And if you guys are into 358s and stuff, you guys ought to check these guys out and give them a run. Definitely a fun group to ride with and definitely a fun little class to ride in. As these guys will be going green here. They got this long straightaway up over the jump, and then the green flag will come out as they come around the last right-hander. I don't know why I'm pausing here. Seemed to fix itself. As these guys are turning right to get the green flag. Green, green, green as the 358s take off for the first race of the series, 4 race series, 358 Big Block Mini Series. And of course, my overlay is one act wacky. We're going to go ahead and fix that real quick. As these guys are out here putting laps down, should be a good one as Nathan's out there with nobody to run into, way out in front. Jared Powers in second. We watched him have a good run in the fun race they ran before. Oh, knocking around. 89 of Taylor gets knocked up towards the wall. He's got to make up some ground. He's going to get around Nick Nowak for that fourth position. This is for starting spots in the feature. Yeah, it's fun. They got 3 more races, Jordan. It might be worth it. So Metoxin in the lead. Nathan, he's got nobody to go straight into. He's got a good chance of winning this one as we got 4 laps to go, coming to 3 to go. This time by. Jared Powers, he was real fast on the one that we watched before. I think he finished second or was running second for most of it. Most people don't unless they do off-road stuff. So Jared looking fast. I think he's got 3 laps to catch up. Let's go ahead and take a look at what their lap times were. Try and get an idea of where everybody was at. Let's go last lap time. Yeah, Nathan's got the field by a second or more, almost 2 seconds to some of the guys a little further back. But Taylor, he's made his way up. Watch for him to put down a fast lap time this time. He doesn't have lap traffic, or he doesn't have traffic to deal with. He should get past here and start digging on Jared. Let's see if we got lap times yet. They're definitely much closer. That time Taylor was the fastest one on the track with a 39.85. So he can gain some on these guys if he can just keep it down, not make any mistakes, but he might run out of time. He might get to Jared. I don't think he's going to get to Nathan, as Nathan is way out front. Let's see, he's about 4 seconds out in front of Taylor. So Taylor could potentially get to second place. I don't think he's going to get the first. Oh, as he's battling for the 3rd spot. Where did Nick come from as he seemed to find the gas pedal? Got around Lance and now is up battling Taylor for that 3rd position. One little bad bump, one little nosedive off of one of these jumps, throw these things all off, can ruin your whole lap. As Nick is looking fast out there, his last lap, he ran a 39.68, which was almost a second faster than everybody else. Let's see what they got this time. Nathan ran a 39.73. Powers with a 40.26. Nowak with a 39.98. Oh, that's the end of it. Wow. I thought there was one more lap. I got so caught up in calling it and watching these guys. So heat race number 2, I think this is all they're going to have, 2 heat races. We got 10 drivers here tonight. David's starting on the pole. James Donahue starting second. Jeffrey starting third. Logan starting fourth. We know Logan. And Anthony starting fifth. And, of course, everybody knows Anthony. Let's go ahead and pull up our camera angles here. It's a good thing James Donahue's up in the front. He's got nobody to run over either. Just picking James. James Donahue, he should be pretty good in these. We'll see how he does. I don't know about David or Jeff, but I do know that Logan was fast when they did the fun race before they decided to do the series. So looking to see what he can do here tonight in that number 98. Green flag is out. David taking him to the first turn. Donahue gets all bunched up. He's going to get passed by a bunch of them. See if we can jump back here. Jeffrey gets around him. And now he's got Logan on his heels. Can Logan get around him? And Logan was real fast till he got caught up at the end of the last one. I expect him to possibly take a victory in one of these 4 races. Logan actually dropping back as these guys are jockeying and they slam Donahue. Meanwhile, I don't have the ticker up, so we have no clue. Meanwhile, the 31, contact there between Logan and Donahue as both cars stop on a dime. David out in the front. He's got Anthony on his heels. Can Anthony do anything with him? Anthony's fast in the 358's, and he's fast on this road course. Here comes Anthony trying to look to the outside of the Cowboy corner. Yeah, there's nothing there. Can he get him down the straightaway and into the final turn, across the start-finish line with 3 laps to go? He's going to cross him over. Can't quite get it. Almost gets, I think he actually did get the inside wall there trying to make that move. Down into turn 1, Anthony still digging. David looking fast in that number 31, but Anthony all over his heels, and look who's gotten in this one. At 9.99 to Jeffrey. O'Brien all over the heels of these guys, and Anthony hits the berm and up into the wall, almost rolls it. Jeff must have had a problem that I didn't see because he wasn't able to get around Anthony. He was right there, and somehow Anthony gained some ground. Anthony's digging back in on David. David almost rolled it there, coming off that jump. Anthony to the outside, almost hits him. Anthony to the lead. As they dive down into turn number 1. Anthony got the lead by that little miscue by David. As you guys seen, just one little bad bump can take you out of this thing. It looks like Logan had some more issues as he's jumped into the pits. Real easy to get these flipped over. Let's go see what happened to Logan. Logan through Cowboy corner. Does he lose it? Oh, he's going to get bit by the bump. David almost did. Oh! Up into the wall and turned around and on his side. Nothing he can do. He's got a tow at that point. Meanwhile, we go back to the front. Anthony's got a big lead now. 2.3 seconds. Oh, Jeffrey had an issue. Let's go see what happened to Jeffrey. Oh, same time. I didn't even notice. Same time. David had an issue. Here comes Jeffrey. Oh, he's just going to get into the wall. Did not want to turn there. These guys will be deciding all night whether or not they want that right front brake connected or not. And if they don't, it's going to make it awful hard for them to make those right-hand turns. Not a lot. I think there's only 2. As Anthony wins heat race number 2, James Donahue in second, and David in third. Jeffrey in fourth, and Logan's going to finish up in the pits as these guys are going to grid up for the feature. Tonight's starting grid. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Or not. Where are you, grid? I don't know why the grid didn't pull up, but we're going to try and find it here in a second. Huh. For some reason. Oh, we got a warm-up. I didn't realize we had the warm-up. All right, good deal. We got a little bit of a warm-up here, as these guys will see where the track state is as Nathan jumps up on the wall there. These guys are going to figure out where the track state went at this point. We're just going to go to exciting and see who is out there turning laps. See what kind of crazy mistakes these guys might make. I got a feeling that exciting is going to be exciting. It's going to bounce between a lot of drivers. Nathan out there trying to put a fast lap down. Has anybody made a lap in the warm-up? I don't know how long the warm-up is. Find out real quick. Warm-up's only 3 minutes, so it won't take long. These guys are having a blast. If you go to AMX iRacing on Facebook, you can go and sign up, get on their Discord, and run with these guys. It's a free league to run. They have an absolute blast. These guys are a riot anyway. It's open set. They start you out with a set. They do have some sets to give out. But, I mean, I know there's some tweaks that you'll probably make. But definitely go check them out. AMX iRacing on Facebook if you guys want to run this. Power spinning like a top. They do shut off damage because these things are hard to control. The little dumb things can happen, like just your nose digging a little bit over these jumps, so they do shut off damage. So unless you end up as a turtle, you're usually pretty good. And if you give it, yeah, definitely. I mean, I heard you guys warming up before this. You guys were having a blast laughing. All right, let me go ahead and pull up tonight's starting grid. Was this inverted, Anthony? All right, tonight's starting grid, we got James Donahue starting on the pole. Jared Powers in second, Anthony in third, Nathan Matoxin in fourth, Nick Nowak starting fifth, David starting sixth, Taylor starting seventh, Jeffrey starting eighth, Lance starting ninth, and Logan rounding out the field in that 10th position as he got up on his side during the heat race. Pace car is going to go ahead and pull off now. These guys are going to go around Cowboy Corner and come around to the last turn and take the green flag. Go ahead and get rid of that thing. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the tower with the gap as these guys are going to do 22 laps here tonight. Green flag is out as James Donahue gets a good jump. Everybody else in the back bouncing off each other up over the bump. Jared Power looking for the lead up underneath Donahue. Donahue flying. Powers gets sideways. He's going to get hit. Big hit by Anthony into Powers. Powers lands on his wheels. Then gets hit again. Wow, Logan, he's up to the 6th position. James Donahue still has the lead, but he's got Nathan Matoxin on the hunt and Taylor Vandenbush. You know he's fast everywhere we go. Matoxin has his 358 rolling. And against Donahue's got a 1 second lead as this battle for second is really raging on. Vandenbush gets around Nathan. Oh, contact! Nathan almost up into the wall. Here comes Nick Nowak. As Nathan was collecting it, Nowak goes around the high side and takes that third position. Logan all over the place. And David, who is so fast in his heat, sitting back in fifth. Meanwhile, James Donahue up still by 1 second. Ken Vandenbush track him down as Donahue seems to be gapping him up to 1.3 seconds. Let's go back a little bit further. Nowak, no competition. Looks like David had an issue. David gets turned around. Let's go take a look at what happened there. Oh, Jared Powers. He had an issue. Let's see what... Oh, that was the one we already... Okay. So meanwhile, David so fast in his heat race all the way back to the 7th position. Anthony in 8th. Jeffrey way back in 9th. All these guys were pretty fast. These guys are still running pretty much the same pace up front as the gap is staying about the same between Taylor and James. Can Taylor catch him? Sorry, guys. Let's go take a look at the format. I think they have a break. I know they do in the regular series. So there should be a halfway break as these guys have 17 laps to go. Format. There we go. Yeah, there'll be a yellow flag on lap 11 that'll let all these guys get caught up. That'll change everything. Any kind of lead that Donahue gets as he's extending it will all be eliminated at that break. Taylor in that 2nd position. Nick sitting in 4th. And what happened? Logan had an issue. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened to him. Oh, just hits the bump wrong. Goes flipping. Does he land on his wheels? He does. And he's able to pull away. Tough luck for Logan there. Good thing they got that break. He can come back up and catch the field. So Logan still in the 6th position, though. Still doing pretty good. Right now, we don't have a whole lot of racing going on. These guys are still figuring out the track and have separated themselves. Nathan, so fast earlier. He's got some digging to do back in that 4th spot. And here's Lance on Flip Patrol, sitting in 5th. But he's got Anthony reeling him in that number 217, and right behind him is Logan. So we're about to have a battle here for this 5th position. Now we know Anthony's fast. He's going to want to get around Lance and have as few cars in between him and the leaders. As he won his heat race, he knows he can win this thing. He gets around Lance with little to no issues as Lance gives him plenty of room there. Logan sitting back here in 7th. Go back up to the front. James Donahue now dealing with lap traffic as he's on the back bumper of the 999. They will allow you to get 1 lap back to on that break. So even if Jeffrey goes down a lap right now, he'll still end up being back on the lead lap when they take that caution flag on lap 11. Taylor is now at James Donahue. He's going to want to get around him, knowing that Anthony's making up some ground. Want to put as much space between you and Anthony as possible. As these guys fly over that jump, don't connect. They make it through the last turn and across the start-finish line. James Donahue still has the lead. James Donahue having to fight as Taylor is up under him. I think Taylor's got it. Taylor took the lead from him. New leader. Here comes Donahue fighting back on the inside. Can he get him down in Cowboy Corner? Sharp left-hander. He's in the position. Oh, and they touch. Coming out of Cowboy Corner. Oh, little bobble by Vandenbush. Can James capitalize on it? No. He has a bobble trying to collect himself. Taylor to the point with 11 laps to go. And is that the break? That is the break. So these guys are going to go ahead and line up. Let's go ahead and pull in somebody. Let's see who I can pull in. Give me 1 second. I think Powers is 2 laps down, so he might be out of it. So we're going to go ahead and pull in Anthony. Let's pull in Anthony. Anthony James of the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you had that little checkup there at the beginning of this one, and you're making some ground back. You still feel like you got a good opportunity to win this thing?
Oh, yeah, as long as I can stay consistent, smooth, and hopefully the iRacing gods doesn't flip me, I think I'll have some kind of a chance.
Well, you guys are about to go green. Go out there. Good luck and have some fun, and watch out for James.
James and Nathan, yeah, oh, yeah. Thanks.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Thanks.
All right. Anthony's going to go out there and try and dig in for a win as they come around Cowboy Corner. Getting ready for the green flag. Yeah, I see that, Logan. You'll get it. Green flag is out as they get all bobbled up early. 3 wide for the lead. Coming across the start-finish line. Taylor's got it. James Donahue knows us. Here comes Anthony in the 217 right behind him. Nathan drops way back. He's going to fall in the clutches of Jeffrey, who got his lap back. Can these guys stay where they're at, or is Anthony just too fast for him as he's all over the heels? Taylor has a bobble. That's going to... Oh, they clutch Anthony. Can Anthony keep it going straight? He does. Wow, that was wild. Wow. Let's go back and take a look at that one. Sorry, guys. All right, so we're going to watch this one from the blimp. They come in here. Taylor gets bobbly. Just clips Anthony. Anthony, 360, maybe like a 420. And then gets it going, pointed back the right way. What a wild one there. As they're all back together now. Nose to tail. But James Donahue in the lead. Donahue slides up. Anthony underneath all of them. That's going to let Donahue do the crossover. They're 3 wide. They're going to come up over the jump. And it's Anthony to the lead. Can he keep it going in through the turn here? This turn is so sharp, so technical. As James Donahue digs, I think it was Anthony by a bumper bar over James Donahue. James Donahue trying to dig back in. Anthony on point. Does anybody have anything for that 217 as he looks fast tonight? James Donahue trying to dig in. He's been fast all night, but so is Taylor. But Taylor had some bobbles, and right behind him, Nathan. Where is Logan? Logan's still lurking. He's going to get it figured out. He'll be up as he's got around Lance. Oh, big hit by Logan right there. As Jeff goes off the track. I think it was a hit by Jeff. That moves Logan up to the 6th position. Jeff back to 8 as Lance gets around, and we're going to go back up to the front. As Anthony's got about a half a second lead on the 2nd place driver, James Donahue. James Donahue's trying to do everything he can. He's going to have Taylor to worry about. As Taylor's digging in on both of them. We got 6 more laps to go. Can Anthony go mistake-free? As there was definitely a bobble there. James Donahue is back. He's going to try and battle him out for that position. Up underneath them through these sweeping fast turns, and Anthony's got the advantage. Can Anthony beat him down into Cowboy Corner? He does. Last time we seen these two running this close together, that's where James got into him in the street stocks. James up underneath him. He rotates too much, gets into the inside wall a little bit, and he might give up that 2nd position. Not quite. Oh, up on his side somehow keeps it on all 4. But Taylor's going to get around to the 2nd. Can Taylor do anything with Anthony? As Anthony's now out to a 1.6 second lead. Anthony just has to be smooth and consistent. He is in the best position right now where he doesn't have to push it to make a mistake. Oh, Lance and Jeff got trouble. Let's go back and take a look. Ooh. Lance just kind of, or Jeff just kind of goes off. Vandenbush has an issue. Let's go take a look at what happened there. Oh, that's been trying to get him. Gets the wall. James Donahue has an issue right afterwards. Let's see what happens to Donahue. Same thing. Oh, same thing. They did it together. That moves Natoxin up to the, or Natoxin. Wow. Nathan, I was going to say Nathan. Up to the 3rd position. He's got on the podium. But Nick Nowak, out of nowhere, up to 2nd. You should be out here showing your Walmart flag. Walmart. I can't talk today. Anthony way out in front. 8 seconds in front of these guys. He doesn't have a whole lot to worry about. As they're battling it out for the 3rd position. Here comes Logan. He's in the back. Never mind. Taylor up here. If these guys take each other out, that can move Logan up to a podium finish. Logan trying to follow these guys and get it figured out. Logan's just used to making lefts. As we got 2 laps to go. Who's going to get it? It looks like it's going to be easily Anthony, as long as he doesn't make a mistake. We've seen so many times just taking the jump wrong can screw you up, as he's going to come around Cowboy Corner and get the white flag this time by. Vandenbush back up to the 3rd position. 1 lap to go for Anthony. Anthony just has to not make a mistake. He's got a huge lead. Nick feeling pretty comfortable in that 2nd spot, as Taylor doesn't have as much cushion. Nathan Matoxin sitting in that 4th spot as Logan's digging it out. Can Logan get that 4th spot? Got to do it to make him feel a little bit better about himself. Logan in that number 98, really trying to dig in. Meanwhile, Anthony's going to get the checkered flag right now this time by. Anthony's going to win race number 1 of the Crandon 358 mini-series. Nick Nowak's going to come home 2nd with Taylor coming across 3rd. Nathan in fourth. Logan in fifth, right on the heels of Nathan. James Donahue's going to come home sixth. I know he's not happy with that. Jeffrey in seventh. Jared Powers promising. definitely a good idea for a stream. These guys do it often. They actually have, if they do it every Thursday night now. They got 3 more races. They'll take people. If you guys want to go in, Robbie, go ahead and check them out and run with them. They have a base setup they'll give you, and you guys can improve on it from there. But definitely check them out. So Anthony takes the victory here tonight. Wow, that was wild. All right, there's our picture. That's what I was looking for. Let's go ahead and bring in Taylor, our third place driver. What's up? What's up? You missed 358's at Crandon, Greg. All right, let's bring in Taylor, our third place driver.
I didn't spin you out.
Yeah, you spun me out. James in the booth. Man, you had a lot of ups and downs in that race. Looked like it was a lot of fun. I know you got knocked way back and had to dig yourself back into that podium position, but you still got it back up there. Got it when you got around Nathan. How'd you feel about tonight's race?
It went very well, considering once again no seat time. My business keeps me pretty busy, so hopped in an hour earlier, got a little practice in, and made some quick changes. And car was running great. Had a great race with James, and then I had a bad bounce coming off the launch jump there, and I did that.
I mean, after the break, the race between you, James, and Anthony was absolutely epic. And you had that bad bounce, and James comes in right behind you with the same bad bounce, except his cost him a lot more time.
Yeah, that's what I heard from James. He was like, I followed you right into that wall, and I dug back and made a night of it.
For sure. Well, anybody you had to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, the girlfriend for giving me time to do this. We just got done going grocery shopping, so you know how that is. And then you for broadcasting it, and I want to thank Zach for creating this series, although he wasn't able to race with us tonight, but he should join us hopefully pretty soon.
Yeah, I see him up there in the waiting room. But yeah, good run here tonight, and you got to get yourself just a trim paint job on that thing.
That I do. It's one of the cars I don't have one, and I don't for the dirt street stock yet either, but it will happen one of these days.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Thanks for putting on the show.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
You too. All right, let's pull in Nick. Nick, where the heck did you come from? Here you are. You were riding back there, just staying out of trouble, and boom. Next thing you know, you're in second place.
Yeah, that was crazy. The first half of the race, I was running third. James and Taylor were gone. So just kind of bided my time to the comp caution and hoped to get a run on them. I got a good start after we took off and got spun around and flipped over and went to the back and plucked them off one or two at a time. I know a couple times them guys said they wrecked and flipped off the big jump there. And I don't know, I looked down and I was in second. I was shocked.
Yeah, I think the opportunity arose. I mean, Anthony was so far in front at that point, nobody was going to catch him. But man, you took that second place or that second position and didn't look back and seized the opportunity, which puts you in a good point for the points so far.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of these, I don't know if anybody's mentioned it. It's just consistency. Don't get in a big wreck. Don't have something too bad where you got to tow or up like that. You finish top 3 every race, you're going to be up there in points. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for this.
Well, good run. Anybody you got to thank for tonight's race?
Absolutely. First and foremost, want to thank you for this. It's awesome to have you do it. VJM Racing and just a trim lawn service. And then also want to thank my real life sponsor in our auto body out of Lewistown, Montana.
There you go. Well, good run here tonight, and go enjoy that podium finish, and try and get yourself a victory next week.
Absolutely. Thanks again. Have a good night, James.
No problem, bud. All right, let's pull in our winner. Well, you had trouble early, and everybody else had trouble late, which worked out for you as you got a big win here. I mean, what were you, about 9 seconds ahead of everybody? 9.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That second half was.
You sound so excited. Oh, so excited. Don't be so excited about winning. There you go. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was looking at the I was looking at the lap 12 when I had to do evasive maneuvers to avoid Taylor.
That was pretty wild. When you guys got together and were racing it out, it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I thought us going 3 wide, and I think we were going 3 wide through the jumps into the big old sweeping left-hander there, and we thought we were gonna have a big old wreck right there.
Well, I know that Taylor got all squirmy and just barely clipped you. You did a little more than a 360, maybe like a 480 or 420 or something. But man, you got it turning straight, and it somehow stayed right in there. And you and James had one heck of a battle there.
Yeah, when that happened, when I finally got the car pointed in the right direction, I will say I didn't realize it until I see the replay. I did cut Nathan off. Nathan, I'm sorry. But yeah, James and I had one heck of a race for a little bit there, and then Taylor got around him. Then Taylor and I had a race, and then I don't even know what happened to them. From what it sounded like in the chatter, it sounded like they decided to fly off the end of their.
Well, yeah, when I mean, I don't know if you run a mirror or not, but if you were running the mirror, you would have seen Taylor all of a sudden disappear because you guys were pretty close right there, and then all of a sudden he was gone, and you had an 8-second lead. He just got the bump, came down on his side, and kind of slid into the wall there, and James did the same exact thing right behind him.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do run a mirror, but I wasn't paying attention to it because when I'm out front, I'm like, I don't need to pay attention to that thing. Just keep driving. Yeah, and I just kind of, all of a sudden, I heard Nick say, "Whoa, what happened?" And so I looked in at the relative, and the next thing I know, I seen Nick was in second place. I was like, well, that doesn't look right.
So I have a question here. Now that you've taken a victory over Taylor, are you guys going to have a little side bet that he has to run a paid scheme you want if you keep beating him?
I don't know. We'll have to talk that one out.
Well, good run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give your shout outs of some people that you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank 461 Clifton Racing for putting on this series. Just Trim Lawn Service for sponsoring the Pro 2 Lights for Season 3, and BGM Racing also for sponsoring the Dirt Street Stocks for Season 3. And Season 3, just to put a little plug out there, will start on September 23rd. Registration will open tomorrow.
Well, I definitely seen some interest on these during the broadcast, and so you may have a couple extra entries next week for these, and I'm sure some of those guys wouldn't mind the street stocks either.
Perfect. More the merrier.
All right, brother. We'll go enjoy the victory. Great win here tonight, as it was the least amount of mistakes that won.
I think we all equaled out.
You were just 9 seconds faster than everybody.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Pretty much.
Have a good one, and I'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Anthony with the big win here tonight in the first race of the series. Let's go ahead and pull up tonight's finishing order. Wow, I can't talk tonight. All right, Anthony with the win. Nick Nowak in second. Taylor in third. Nathan in fourth. Logan makes his way up to fifth. James Donahue so strong today. Finishes sixth. Jeffrey in seventh. Jared Powers in eighth. Lance in 9th, and David in 10th. And Jeff, I agree, that was a ton of fun to watch. Hey guys, as always, until next time, be safe,